underlying conditions in American inner cities, and we are still seeing today those conditions really no different. Whether we're talking about measures of education, healthcare, employment, peace. So, when I look at what's happening in the country, I still want to go back to the importance of creating a structure of peace in America. Which is why in July of 2001, 2 months before 9/11, people from around the country came together to assist in the introduction of legislation to create a structure inside our government which would deal with the issues of domestic violence, spousal abuse, gang violence, gun violence, violence in the school, racial violence, violence against gays, all of the symptomologies in our society which we have taken in and which gets reinforced by our government vision war everywhere around the world. This idea, which then was called the Department of Peace, and thanks to Barbara Lee is now the Department of Peacebuilding, recognizes something, and that is that each one of us has a responsibility. We talk about a collective consciousness. Each one of us has the ability to inform a world that is either going to be more peaceful or more warlike. And so the idea of having a structure inside our government then legitimizes the work of peace in communities and helps to educate children to principles of peace sharing, peace giving, mutuality, looking at the other person as an aspect of oneself. We have to come to understand our capacities, because we can just look at war as an externalization and we can study it objectively, but just as Heisenberg said in his theories, you start looking at something so-called objectively, you change it by just observing it. We have to realize our power to inform a new world with our consciousness, our power through participating, not silently ever, in events that are occurring in the world, our power to be able to create new structures in our own government that will be responsive to the practical aspirations of people. And peace is, I think, the most practical aspiration. So we can simultaneously and must challenge these wars, and at the same time create new structures to assure peace, so that someday in America some child will be able to grow up without having to have lived through the government prosecuting a war in their name. Where a child will be able to grow up where war will be some kind of distant memory. And we're planting those seeds of peace now, here. And it's a very hopeful moment for that reason. And it's a reason for us to redouble our commitments. The many paths that have been walked by individuals here that led to this moment right here, to our convergence. Each one of those is a sacred path. Each one of those needs to be supported. Each one of those needs to be strengthened. And each one of those has a chance to be made stronger through our collective aspirations to have a country that we can call its own, and a country that will truly stand for peace because we insist upon it. Thank you so much. Great to be here.